So now y'all know my story. Y'all know why I do semen retention, why I have done it, why I am doing it. I got some questions. You're probably wondering, is it dangerous or unhealthy? No, semen retention is not dangerous or unhealthy. People say masturbation is healthy for you. Consistent sex life is healthy for you. I'm not arguing that a consistent sex life is healthy for you. However, I will say I don't think masturbation is healthy for you. I think it fucks with your mental health. I think it fucks with your mind, and I think it fucks just with your the way you see yourself. Consistent sex life is good, but when you're not where you need to be, what is sex really doing for you? If you're broke, what is sex doing for you? Helping you relieve stress? No, you need to be stressed. You need to be stressed. You need to have your back against the wall so that you can go out, get some money, and get yourself out of the situation that you're in. Sex, fornication, ejaculation, all the pleasure you get from that, that's a gift. That's something that you have to earn. That's something that you have to be deserving of. We live in a society nowadays that just pushes that onto you, over-sexualize society, and make it think that you're entitled to that. No, you're not entitled to that. Back in the day, if you was a man, if you was a samurai, if you was a knight, you gotta go out, you gotta go slay a dragon, go do some quests, some tasks before you could get the fair maiden's hand or whatever and stuff like that. And nowadays, people take that shit for granted, and I think that's wrong. But hey, maybe that's just me. And another thing is that people say masturbation is healthy for you. I personally don't think it is. I think that it just exacerbates feelings of shame and guilt that you have inside yourself. It makes it worse because, when you ejaculate, you're supposed to be producing babies. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making babies. You're supposed to be furthering the human race. But when you masturbate, you see that white glob in your hand, you're not doing nothing, bruh. You just, sitting around wasting time, wasting your energy. And your mind is aware. Your body may get the pleasure, but your mind is aware of what is happening. Your mind knows that you're not with no woman. Your mind knows that you a loser that's just self-pleasuring. Because look, all the real men, they be getting their rocks off from women. If you gotta get your rock off from a hand, that's an issue. That's an issue. In my opinion, I don't think that's healthy at all. I think that, you should only really have sex when you are with another person, or if you're in pursuit, if you are trying to reproduce. But wasting it cheaply in your hand just to get a temporary sense of pleasure, it's a waste. You could have used that energy to build a business. You could have used that energy to build your body. You could have used that energy to read some books, improve your mental health, gain some knowledge, improve your spiritual connection to God, but instead you wasted it. So what does that make of you? Not only that, masturbating is you have to deserve and earn the feeling of pleasure that you get when you're with a woman. You can't just get that from watching porn and jacking off. No, that shit is fake. That shit is not real. Porn is not real. Porn is fake. Do not watch porn. It's simply bad for you. It's been proven in studies and all that. Meanwhile, masturbation, it's the same thing. You not with a real person. You just imagine it in your head, think about it. Can you imagine if someone or God saw how you looked when you masturbating? You look like a bitch, okay? That's simply put, that's how you look. You look like a bitch with your lotion and your paper towels next to you. You look lame as fuck. And is that someone who deserves pussy? No, you don't. So stop wasting your seed, save it for yourself, and build the life that you desire. Because the truth is, you gotta accept where you are. If you're not at a point where you can attract a woman, get her to like you enough, to have y'all, fornicate and pleasure each other or whatever, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Because you gotta think, back in primal times, back in the old days, when a woman had sex, she was essentially giving up herself. Because if she got pregnant, now, she's pregnant, she can't move away from the saber-toothed tiger, she can't build a shelter for herself. She's in a weak and feeble state because she's caring for another life inside of her. She needs to make sure that she's with a man that can actually protect her, that can provide something for her. And it's no different nowadays. It's like if a woman has sex with you, she can still get pregnant. If you don't have the resources, if you don't just have the demeanor of a man that has his shit together and actually does have his shit together and has the ability to provide, why do you deserve sex? Why do you deserve her to put herself at risk just for you? Not only could she get a kid, she could also get disease and all that stuff. There's a lot of risk involved in that. And if you're at a point where you just don't deserve that, where you can't get that naturally, where you can't get that from a woman, you don't deserve it. You need to put in the work so that you can get there. Maybe you're fat and out of shape, so no woman wants you. Okay, lose the weight and get in shape, gain some muscle, put in some work. Fix your diet, fix your sleep schedule. You ain't got money you can't provide and you a broke joke. Put in the work, find a high value skill and provide value for people and just give back to the world, and you will receive back. You know, you'll get money in return. And now you can provide for a woman, you can provide for her family. So you gotta realize, you gotta accept where you are. You gotta be where your 2 feet are. You are where you are because you deserve that. Yeah, you are the reason that you are where you are. You can't blame anyone else. And I know people come from adverse circumstances, but we have the internet nowadays. And if you're gonna use where you came from as an excuse, you're gonna be stuck there your whole life. So now we talked about it all. So how do you practice it? How do you practice semen retention? What is the correct way to go about this and, you know, harness this ability and make it work for you?